Short form content is making people an insane amount of money right now. All the social media platforms are literally begging for creators to move over to them and then incentivizing them with a lot of money. This kid is making $20,000 per month just from editing videos on his phone and posting them to TikTok. So this is a brand new opportunity that's just come to the UK, which is the TikTok Creativity Program Beta. Now, if you don't have it in your country, don't click off. It could be coming to you. So you need to be working right now to grow your account to meet the threshold, so when it comes to the country that you're in, you'll be able to do it. Musa gives instructions in his videos on how to do it, but he says grab a viral clip, put some GTA footage over it, put some captions, and bam, post it on TikTok. But I know for a fact that a lot of you don't actually know how to do those steps, and it's only for the people who are already at a decent level of editing. So that's where I come in. Today I'm going to show you how he actually assembles these clips, and not only that, I'm going to set up a brand new account with you guys and show you how, if you wanted to take part in this opportunity to make some absolute bread on TikTok, how you do it step by step. I'll provide you guys a Google Doc in the description below with everything that you need to follow this along. Additionally, I'll give you guys GTA gameplay overlays, viral sounds, and some podcast clips so you can get started right away with growing your account. Sounds valuable? Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into the step-by-step tutorial. So step one of the process is you need to go and find your podcast clips. Now, I recommend that you actually grab a mobile device and you go on YouTube and you basically search whoever your streamer is. I always recommend going on your mobile device and screen recording the YouTube video from there. This is what I found to be the best way, because when I've screen recorded on my laptop, I get a weird, horrible, echoey sound. I'm actually going to go through, watch the podcast clips while it's screen recording and take timestamps, and I recommend that you do this so then we know exactly where it is that we want to clip when it comes to the video editing process. So I'm going to go do that real quick and then I'll jump back in with you guys. So now I've screen recorded a bunch of clips and I've got all the timestamps ready, so when it comes to the editing process, I know what clips I want to use. I've even come up with a few titles of the clips that I want to use. And to save you guys as much time as possible, I'll drop all the podcast clips in a Google Drive below so you guys can jump straight into the editing portion. Now it's time for step two, where we literally repeat the process and get ourselves some GTA footage. I recommend going on your mobile device, typing in YouTube, and then in the filters, you just want to put in the Creative Commons license. This means that it won't be copyrighted. Then you just want to search GTA gameplay clips, and again, you want to screen record it. I'll also put a screen recorded 3-minute GTA clip in the description box below that you guys can use. And now you're ready for step three. Okay guys, so I want to remind you that all of this content that I'm editing will be in the Google Drive linked below, so you can literally follow this step by step. And also there's a Google Doc as well that I basically explain all the steps in. And the editor I'm using for this tutorial is CapCut, which is free to download in the top link in my description. First one we're going to do is the half screen overlay. So let me jump into CapCut and then let me go open this up. Because these are all pre-done, I'm going to try and show you the steps in the fastest way possible to be the most valuable, but also not to take forever, because I am dropping full guided step-by-step, real slow time, zero edited videos real soon. So watch out for those. They'll be in my Discord. So this is what we did. As you can see, the editing timeline, if you don't edit it at all, looks complicated. If you do edit, then you'll notice that is really not that much going on. We've got the base clip, which has just been, as you can see, look, this is the clip that I've just screen recorded on YouTube. All I've done is just literally just gone like this. There we go. Easy as that. And the aspect ratio here, guys, if yours is still in 16:9, you just want to go to 9:16. All you do at the beginning is literally just get this into position. So let me show you. Let me start here. So we've got a GTA gameplay and we've got, let's just say, whatever podcast clip we're going to use. So first of all, let me drag the podcast clip over here, and I want it to be 50-50. So that's good enough for me. And then the GTA gameplay is literally just an overlay over the top. And whatever you're going to do, simple as this. I'm gonna make that a tiny bit bigger, and then when that blue line means it's centered. Okay. So that's literally the baseline of the whole video. So the next step, let's go over here. What have we done? We've got some text, viral content vault. That's literally as easy as the branding. So all we do is we add some default text. Let me put my cursor in the right spot. So add some text, and for this one, I've literally just done the Avenir Next font, and then I've put whatever your brand is here, brand name, easy as. I've dragged it into the bottom here, bottom half, and then all you want to do is just drag the opacity all the way down, do like 40%, and that's it. That's it. That's your branding done. That's your upstairs, downstairs, or your split, whatever you want to call it. And if you're in CapCut desktop, you can literally click add this to your brand kit, and you can just call this your branding name, and then at OK. And then when you want to do this, you go into text and then presets, and it'll have it here. So mine, if I click that, it automatically add my viral content vault, and I can just literally drag this all the way across. So step 2 of the style 1 done. We've got the top clip, we've got the bottom clip, we've got our branding. What else did we do? So I've gone and actually put this filter over, and I mixed between a few of them. So let me go into the filters, and then I either use clear, or I use quality 1 or quality 2. So these 3 varies, and I'll show you in the other clips which ones to use. But honestly, it was quite hard to pick what to use on this one, because the clip that I actually screen recorded wasn't the best. It was super washed out, super bright, so I should probably bring the exposure down. There we go. Saturation, sharpen. I should probably try and actually do it within, like, add a bit more shadows, reduce the highlights, contrast down, maybe brightness down. There you go, something like that I should have really done, so it's not super bright and washed out. But that was a bad clip to use. But anyway, so step 3, easy, auto captions. We're going to go text, auto captions, create, and it's easy as, and it's going to automatically drop in captions. And I just don't want to run it again because it's going to delete my current ones. So what I will do is I'll show you what it will look like. I'll create a new one, new project, import. Okay, cool. So then we're back to where we were. Then we want to go into text, auto captions, and create. And look, it's going to slap auto captions right here. But as you can see, if I zoom in on the timeline, look, they haven't got any sort of branding or anything. They're very simple design. So what I've been using for this one is the Avenir Next. Then I go into the animation. I go into captions, which you're going to need CapCut Pro for, unfortunately, but this is definitely the one I like the most at the minute. I'm using the expand one, and then go back onto text. I'm going to click this style, which is a preset one, glow. And then I'm going for this yellow glow, but I'm maxing it all the way up. Intensity 50%, turn that a little bit down. Right, and then we want a size, font size, not that big. We'll go for 16. And then we're going to drag this up in the middle here, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, the only thing I want to do is I want to make this smaller, because after seeing it on mobile, it doesn't need to be that big. So let's go for 12, and then that's going to be the middle of the screen. And honestly, guys, that is literally as simple as it is. All you need to do is add your overlays, then your branding, then your auto captions, and that's it. So that's style 1. Now, for people who want to add some additional things, you would have noticed on my editing that I actually added a few extra bonus things. So I'll show you those things I added. Throughout the clip, look, I've added some additional captions just to go along with the humor of the clip. So let me show you how I added those captions. It's super easy, but so there's literally a section there where I want to add it. So all I do is go to text, add text, default, and then when that comes up there, I'm going to do it the same branding as the one before, except because it's a Sneeko, so I'm going to create a style for him. He's going to be blue, and then we're going to go down to stroke outline. I want it to have a black outline, and then I want it to glow blue as well. So I just literally click on the same thing, and then we're going to go to, and I'm going to bring this down to like 35, and then all you want to do in here is literally just type whatever he says. Let me lowercase, and then drag it over to roughly in sort of like the top third, because this is going to draw their eyes up from the middle where the text is. And that is it. So really top tip again here is you can add that to brand kit, and then you can call this Sneeko or whoever you're going to add in your clips. So that is overall, I've shown you everything. What else have I done additional that I think is worth adding? So this is a really important bit for retention, because when you're looking at growing and increasing your reach, you want to make sure that you're hooking people in. So because this video right at the start is literally just like going into their vlog, their gym training session, this is like the So look, that is weird. That's some sus riz from Sneeko. So all I'm going to do is in TikTok, once this is all edited, I'll pop up a video on screen right now. So basically what I do is I go into the editing section within TikTok and then I cut this section out. I move this to the start. This will now be my hook. And so it'll be on screen playing right now. So I move this to the start. This will be my hook. And then I'll do a little transition where it's like a camera lens shutting with a shutter sound effect. And then I'll go into the video. And before it gets to this point at the end, it will end and it will create a loop because it will go back to the start, which was the hook. And then it will play the video. You've probably been caught out with this quite a lot of times on TikTok. And YouTube Shorts is a really good strategy for retention. But that is strategy 1. That's the main strategy. Strategy 2 is probably the simplest method in which you can upload podcast clips. It's literally just aspect ratio of Instagram 1:1 with a bigger blown up version with the blur effect over it in the background. So let me show you how to do it. Let's open up CapCut. Okay people, so it's been a few days since the first video. So I've actually posted all 3 of these styles and I'm going to get back to you which style I think is the best that you should learn. So the style that performed the best was in fact the middle section, the 1:1 ratio. And then you just do your call to action like this on screen. If you want to try CapCut for yourself, it'll be the top link in the description. So back to the video. This one is here. As you can see, this one has a hook at the start, which I showed you how to do in strategy 1, which is basically the peak of the video. So let me play it. So the video is going to be leading to the point where... Okay, so let me exit out of this and start a new project. Import resources for video. And then you guys are also going to have these. So for this one, I just need to add it, drag it to the timeline, go to the ratio again. It's going to be 9:16. As you can see, this is now, so we want it to roughly be in the center like that. And then all I'm going to do is Control C or Command C, depending what you're on, Command V. And then I'm going to click the back one and I'm going to drag that fully over the top there. And then I'm going to go into filters or effects and I'm going to search blur. And it's going to come up, I'm going to drag and drop this onto this clip here. And as you can see, we've got the perfect blurred effect. And it could do with them actually being a bit closer, really. So there you go. I've literally been seeing, I'll pop a screenshot of the example here, people just doing this, and then all you do is you just add on the top. In fact, I've got it in the Google Doc. So look here, we just add on the top whatever the video is going to be about. So the hook or the main aspect of why you think people will watch. In just TikTok or YouTube Shorts' native text, you can literally just add that caption there. And that's enough to have people watching. And it's probably the least effort for editing. It gives people a lot of engagement. For some reason in TikTok now, a lot of the videos aren't full blown. They're actually like being minimized to the center portion of the screen because that means then all your focus is on that center portion. So honestly, I think this is a really untapped strategy. Now, like the other ones for the higher level of editing, let me show you what I did to this to make it a little bit more. So for one, we've already got our presets of our branding. So let me just click plus, slap that on there and drag that across. And then I'm just going to put this at the bottom here because I don't want it to interrupt the clip. Secondly, captions. Now, I've noticed a lot of videos don't actually add captions, but I definitely think that auto captions adds a lot. So again, go to text, auto captions, and it will generate everything for you in CapCut, which is absolutely brilliant. And then again, we're going to go to Avenue, this one. We're going to go to preset that we did earlier, which was the yellow one, a glow, a yellow glow. Then we're going to do 35%, 100% range, animations, captions, expand. And then all I want to do with my captions is I want to drag and drop them probably like here. And there you go. There you go. That's literally as simple as. Let me show you a little additional things that you can do for retention. So that's the section of the clip that is great. We're just going to literally just cut. Okay. And then that's the end of the section. Cut. Then we're just going to copy these, all 3. And then we're going to drag the timeline, but put it at the start. So let me put it here, and then here. There you go. So now you got that. Now you've got the hook there, and I would honestly recommend you guys then finishing the video just before it gets to I love you, and then you create this infinite loop. YouTube Shorts and TikTok auto replay. That's strategy 2 done. Now time for strategy 3. This is now the third and final strategy. In the Google Doc, this is basically just like a full screen, the TikTok style. And I'm going to show you like the really basic version of how to do this, because I honestly think it looks really good. And then I also just mentioned here that if you want to learn how to do like the Mid-Journey style, where it's like AI images that slide on screen and are all animated and stuff, I actually have a full step-by-step guide that you can watch here on how to do that. So let's jump into CapCut. I'll show you what I did for this one. These are my favorite type of content to watch in this format, and I think you'd be able to get away with posting this on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube because it looks really professional. And actually, you can even post this on X, formerly known as Twitter, because they're trying to get people over there posting and trying to monetize. So yeah, definitely spread this around everywhere. So let's have a look. What did we actually do? So basically this one, simple. And I've just done the normal auto captions with the expand animation. And then here I've tried to highlight Sarah's key hook, which I'm going to actually leave as the main hook of the video, where she's talking about Sneeko, something to do with that he said it would shag Sarah. And then I've added a big pop-up emoji here just to sort of bring the audience to it. But how do I get like generic quality and style of this one? Because this one I think looks really high quality. So let me show you how. So let's create a new project, import the resources for the video, import all, and then it is this video. So we go again into the ratio. We're going to do 9:16. Then we're going to drag it this time the full length across. And then I'm going to get to the section of what we want to use. So this is really important when we go through with our pen and paper. At the start, we're actually screen recording them. We want to note the timestamps that we want to take clips out of. So I know there's quite a few funny bits in this clip. What we have to do, because we've zoomed it in, and obviously it's a 16:9 and we want to make it 9:16, is we literally just frame it to whoever's speaking. Then we click a keyframe and then drag it across there. And look, you'll notice there's a keyframe on the timeline there and a keyframe there. So when you see it, see, so that pans over to the person speaking, and you basically go through, and then when that happens again, you then drag it across to, so he's not in the shot yet. And then
so if I take that back, then...
And you see all the way along, you literally just pause it, drag it, pause it, drag it, pause it, drag it. And on mobile, this literally works exactly the same. You've got a keyframe feature also. So this is probably why this one's the most time intensive / difficult one to do, because you kind of have to go through and watch the whole thing again and keyframe the right people in, because it's obviously wider than the narrow phone screen. But I think this is really worth it for not necessarily TikTok clips, but outside on YouTube and on Instagram. It looks way more professional when you've actually filled the full screen. So what else did I do to make it look good? Obviously, I had my branding. So I go on text, presets, and let me add that because we've already done this before. And I'll just drag it across. So that one, I want to keep it nice and small, just literally in the center of the screen here, just so people don't come and just basically screen record your clip and then reuse it with all your editing and your hard work. Then the next thing I did, I think it's filters. I found that this filter, when you've got like slightly washed out but high quality footage like this filter looks really good. So let me show you. Most of the time I'm using clear when I'm got like mid-journey edits or AI imagery. But I think for this style of footage, quality 1 where it darkens, I think it looks really, really good. Like, look at the colors that it's changed. So that is definitely top tip. Then we're going to go to text. We're going to go to auto captions. And then I'm just going to cut the clip off here just because it will take ages to generate the captions. And then I'm going to click create. And now we've got the auto captions. So this, again, this one's going to be really important that we don't have these captions too big. We want them to have a few words in the sentence showing up, not go word by word, but line by line. So the way we do it is the same as what we've been doing earlier. Then again, I am actually really liking this glow. I don't know why, but I'm really feeling it. So this is what I'm going to use for the branding for my page. Let me put that down to 35. And then all I'm going to do is pump this up to 10. And let's just move it to the middle of the screen there. That's the middle there. So a little bit lower than the middle. Okay, and let's watch that back. So top tip on TikTok/YouTube, you don't want to be breaking the terms of service. So sexual nudity, anything to do with inferring discrimination, all of those things you want to try and blur out. So either use emojis or just mute it out of the actual script. So for this one, like intercourse, you can literally just change that to like the eggplant emoji. What I think will make this one stand out and is a really, really top tip, and it can be done quite quickly if you're going to obviously pick a niche and you're going to have people talking. So for example, my niche, I'm going to have obviously Sarah and Sneeko and other streamers. Add text, presets. I've gone in and actually made a presets for each one of them. So I've got a voice for like a random outsider, a voice for Sarah, a voice for Sneeko. And then when he says something funny and I want to bring it to her, so I could say, don't talk to my girl like that. And then I could click add and it's going to pop up. So here I literally would just put in the subtitles, don't talk to my girl like that. And then I will just literally delete this one underneath. And then as you can see, this will just basically draw the eyes in because it's a changing effect. And then again, I'm going to change the glow and then 35 wide stride. Okay, let's
Don't talk to my girl like that, sir. No,
see, so it just like adds a level. Look,
don't talk to my girl like that, sir.
it looks really cool. So if you don't know how to actually create these effects, let me just quickly show you again. You just go default text, make all the changes you want to do, and you just click add to brand kit and then call it whatever you want to do. And then once you've saved it, it will appear here. The final thing for all of these videos is adding trending sounds. Now I am literally trying to grow a lot of these accounts myself, and so I'm going to be playing around with either using pre-made sounds or using the sounds actually in TikTok and in YouTube Shorts to see which one actually gets me further reach. That is a wrap on the video. Now I said I'd take you through setting up the TikTok account, but honestly I don't think there's much value that I can give to you. The only thing I will show you is my new account that I've created so you guys can hold me accountable, and I've also got a couple secret accounts that I'll be working on because they're going to be social proof for a big thing that I'm launching in the near future. Okay, so the brand new account that I've got called the Viral Content Vault, and this is basically something that I've been working on wanting to launch because I've somehow got myself in the short form content tutorial editing niche. So I'm going to be building this account. If you want to follow this along, I basically came up with the name by using ChatGPT and asking it to list me a bunch of names for clipping, and I literally came up with the logo by searching BCV logo. So it's literally that easy. I set up the account with my bio, but it says my mum said if I get to 100k followers I can drop out of school, and then a target 0 out of 100,000 followers. You're watching this because you want to start making money online and you feel like short form content is the one. We've got the TikTok creativity program beta that's pushing people to make 1 minute long videos to draw people to TikTok. You've got YouTube Shorts upping the amount that you get paid as a creator because now they're running ads on the shorts. You've got X with Elon Musk promising that people are going to start earning the equivalent of what YouTube is paying RPM for the views. So This is a lot of potential here. Not only this, you've got affiliate marketing, you've got this as a way of outreaching to people to show your skill set. Not only are these social media platforms all begging for you to become a creator, there's also creators like myself always looking for new talent to buy. And that means that if you're creating content that's good, all the same standard, I come on your page and I'm interested in that style of editing, I'm going to reach out to you. So if you're looking for a skill to develop in 2023 going into 2024, start video editing right now, short form content, start understanding how to storytell, and make sure to join my Discord because honestly, I'm trying to level you guys up as much as possible. This is going to be my main focus. All my videos leading up to Christmas right now are going to be showing you guys everything that I'm doing behind the scenes to grow 5 TikTok accounts and YouTube Shorts accounts as fast as possible in the most unique, fastest growing niches as possible, so you guys can see exactly how you can possibly do this and actually start making money. But I would recommend starting now. So that is a wrap on the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you found value in this. I'll drop everything like normal in a Google Doc. If you found it valuable, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next week. Your boy's gone skis.